What's up, wrestling fans, and welcome back to Locked and Loaded Wrestling. Today, we're taking a deep dive into the 10 most shocking WWE returns that absolutely shattered the internet and had fans losing their minds. These aren't just moments, they are historical events that changed the course of WWE history. So, buckle up and get ready as we count down the comebacks that sent shockwaves through the wrestling world. Let's get right into it. Number 10, The Ultimate Warrior at WrestleMania 12. In 1996, the WWE landscape was very different. The larger-than-life characters of the Golden Era were starting to fade, and the company was on the verge of the Attitude Era. Fans hadn't seen The Ultimate Warrior in years, and his return felt like a complete impossibility. Then, at WrestleMania 12, as a young Hunter Hearst Helmsley, later known as Triple H, made his entrance, the arena went dark. The iconic, frantic theme music of The Ultimate Warrior blared through the speakers. The crowd erupted into a mix of shock and pure nostalgia. Warrior stormed to the ring, brushed off Helmsley's pedigree attempt, and squashed him in under 2 minutes with a flurry of clotheslines and his signature splash. It was a brief return, but it was a perfect one, reminding everyone just how big of a star he was and giving the fans a much-needed jolt of adrenaline. Number 9, Trish Stratus at the 2018 Royal Rumble. Before 2018, the Women's Royal Rumble match had never happened. The inaugural event was a monumental step forward for the women's revolution, and the anticipation was at an all-time high. The ring was full of current stars, but fans were hoping for some surprises. When the countdown for number 30 began, the crowd was buzzing. As the iconic riff of Stratusfaction hit, the entire arena collectively lost its mind. Trish Stratus, who had retired as a champion over a decade prior, made her return to a hero's welcome. She looked as good as ever, eliminating several competitors and going toe-to-toe with the modern era's top stars like Sasha Banks and Mickie James. This return proved that even years after stepping away, Trish Stratus remained one of the most beloved and respected figures in wrestling history. Number 8, The Dudley Boyz on Raw in 2015. By 2015, the WWE Tag Team division was filled with great talent, but it was missing something. It was missing a certain edge and a certain iconic team. Then, one night on Raw, the New Day were celebrating in the ring when a familiar soundbite played. "We are the Dudley Boyz." Bubba Ray and Devon Dudley appeared on the stage, and the crowd went absolutely wild. They wasted no time, heading to the ring to take out the New Day with a classic 3D. The most memorable part was the thunderous "Get the tables" that followed, proving that after years away, the Dudley Boyz hadn't lost a step. Their return instantly injected new life into the tag team division and led to some incredible matchups. Number 7, The Hardy Boyz at WrestleMania 33. This is a return that many fans had been dreaming of for years, but few believed would actually happen. The Raw Tag Team Championship ladder match was already underway at WrestleMania 33, with teams like Enzo and Cass, Cesaro and Sheamus, and the club battling it out. Just when it seemed like a regular ladder match, the music stopped. The Hardy Boyz' iconic theme song blared through the stadium speakers, and Matt and Jeff Hardy, the Hardy Boyz, made their way down the ramp. The audience reaction was a mix of pure shock and unadulterated joy. Not only did they return, but they immediately entered the match, a match they would go on to win, in a truly heroic moment. It was a return that encapsulated everything fans love about WrestleMania: magic, surprises, and feel-good moments. Number 6, John Cena at Money in the Bank 2021. After over a year of performing in a limited capacity due to the pandemic, WWE was finally back on the road in front of live fans. The Money in the Bank pay-per-view in 2021 was the first pay-per-view with a full crowd back, and the energy was palpable. The main event saw Roman Reigns successfully defend his Universal Championship. As Reigns celebrated, the arena went dark. A familiar drum beat hit, and John Cena's theme music filled the building. The crowd absolutely exploded. Cena's return to confront the Tribal Chief was completely unexpected, and immediately set up one of the biggest feuds of the modern era. The reaction proved that no matter what, John Cena's connection with the live audience is undeniable. Number 5, The Rock at the Raw 1000th episode. The 1000th episode of Monday Night Raw was always going to be a monumental show, filled with surprises and special guests. But when the time came for a major announcement, no one expected the Great One to appear. The Rock, fresh off his incredible return and subsequent feuds, came out to a massive ovation to announce that he would be challenging the WWE Champion at WrestleMania 29. The crowd's response was electric. This wasn't just a nostalgic appearance, it was a return with a purpose, setting the stage for his epic main event match against John Cena. It was a perfect blend of a surprise appearance with a huge stakes announcement that made the moment even more impactful. Number 4. Bray Wyatt at Extreme Rules 2022. For months, fans had been captivated by a series of cryptic QR codes and strange vignettes. The online world was buzzing with theories, but nothing was confirmed. The anticipation was insane. Then, at Extreme Rules 2022, after the main event, the arena went dark. Live-action versions of the Firefly Funhouse puppets appeared in the crowd and around the arena. This eerie spectacle built to an immense moment as the doors to the arena swung open, revealing the return of Bray Wyatt. Surrounded by a sea of fireflies from the crowd, the return was a masterpiece of storytelling and a truly cinematic moment that broke the internet. It was a testament to Bray Wyatt's creativity and the unique connection he had with his fans. Number 3. Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam 2025. After a prolonged absence from WWE television, many fans wondered if the Beast incarnate would ever return. The rumors and speculation had reached a fever pitch by the summer of 2025. Then, at SummerSlam, as the main event concluded and the new champion stood tall, the arena was plunged into darkness. The familiar, earth-shaking beat of Brock Lesnar's music hit, and the entire crowd collectively held its breath. A visibly more aggressive and intense Lesnar appeared on the ramp, his face hardened, his eyes fixated on the champion. He didn't say a word. He didn't have to. The stare down alone was enough to send the online world into a frenzy. This was a different Brock Lesnar, and his return sent a clear message: the hunt was back on, and no one was safe. Number 2. CM Punk at Survivor Series 2023. For nearly a decade, a CM Punk return to WWE was considered impossible. The animosity between him and the company was legendary. But as the main event of Survivor Series 2023 came to a close, a familiar guitar riff hit, the iconic Cult of Personality theme song blasted through the Allstate Arena, and a visibly emotional CM Punk walked out onto the stage. The sheer disbelief from the crowd was a sight to behold. The ovation was deafening, a mix of pure shock and overwhelming celebration. This was a moment that transcended wrestling. It was the return of a prodigal son and a true comeback for the ages that dominated every corner of the internet for weeks. Of course, a list like this can't be complete without a few noteworthy mentions. These next 3 moments may not have made our top spots, but they absolutely sent shockwaves through the WWE universe and had us talking for weeks. Shane McMahon's return in 2016. After a 7-year absence, Shane O'Mac's return to a thunderous ovation was completely out of left field and immediately set up his high-stakes match against The Undertaker at WrestleMania 32. Edge returns at Royal Rumble 2002. The Rated R Superstar's comeback after a career-ending injury was one of the most emotional and inspiring moments in wrestling history. The crowd's reaction was a mix of shock and tears, as a true legend proved that he could still compete at the highest level. The Rock's first return in 2011. While his Raw 1000th episode return was big, his initial comeback to host WrestleMania 27 was a complete game-changer. The electricity in the air was palpable as he kicked off the road to WrestleMania and began his legendary feud with John Cena. Number 1. Triple H on Raw in 2002. In May 2001, Triple H suffered a career-threatening quad tear that kept him out of action for nearly 8 months. Fans were desperate for his return, and the company built up the anticipation masterfully. Then, on January 7, 2002, at a sold-out Madison Square Garden, the wait was over. The familiar sound of Motorhead echoed through the arena, and Triple H emerged from the back. The ovation was one of the loudest, most emotional reactions in the history of the business. It wasn't just a cheer. It was a wave of pure elation and respect for a superstar who had fought back from a devastating injury. The moment has become a legendary benchmark for what a perfect wrestling comeback should feel like. And that's our list, 10 of the most incredible and shocking returns in WWE history that truly broke the internet and created unforgettable moments. Which one do you think deserved the number 1 spot? Did we miss any of your favorites? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Locked and Loaded Wrestling for more great content, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload.